So today we have a little kingdom that is trying to survive on this beach with all these little sand people. Not like the Tuscan Raiders, they're actually people made of sand. But sand is also what is needed to build up everything else, so he's gonna collect it from this little sand pile here. Although I'm not really sure why he needs a pile for it, it's literally everywhere. But once we have enough, we can tell him to build a barracks. Is the barracks made of him, or is he made of barracks? He screams, for he does not know. He's also not building it right now. Build it, dude. And so once we have the barracks, we can go ahead and hire some more troops. Might as well just fill up as many as we can with the limited amount of sand that we currently have, but we can tell that initial worker to go and collect more. And that can just be his job for all in eternity. Don't really know what the lifespan of sand is, but I suppose he also needs to build a blacksmith before he does anything else. So that can go right over here. Oh, and he actually builds it right away. He's learning. And now with the barracks, we can make some tools for our troops here. And thanks to the friendly tutorial objectives, we need to build a pickaxe and a few swords. So now we can go ahead and select one of our other sand people that we made, and then we can give him a pickaxe so he can help his buddy. So they can both go and collect sand over there, and then these three here can go ahead and have the swords. So now we have a little militia. We might as well just make up a few more of these so we can have other swords for our other troops here. And now it's time for us to actually go and fight things, because our main enemy for this incursion is ants. Really creepy looking sand ants. Are sand ants a thing? I wouldn't be surprised. But it's time to go and attack. So our three troops with the swords can march. We'll leave the two behind just in case, but they'll go ahead and roll up on this ant here, and a fight ensues, but they kill him outright. So it's time to target the anthill, so we can start to get rid of their spawn points. Excellent. But now it is also nighttime, so we should probably retreat and then get our workers to build an archer tower for defense. Although we need to unlock that first because there's a skill tree. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we do have the skill points to unlock something else. I'm thinking we can go ahead and get some ranged troops in here. So let's unlock the bows. And now our workers can build archer towers. We can put one on this side here and another one on this side over here. So the buildings are in range. So if the ants make it this far, then they're still protected. And then we'll tell the worker to build this other one really quick, and then you can go back to doing your thing. I said build it. No, you go over there. You walked all the way over here. Build the tower. There we go. And now at nighttime, we have to survive the incoming ant hordes. So let's try to spread out our troops, maybe. We get two over there, two over here, one in the middle. Let's go ahead and hire some more people so we can give them the bows that we unlocked. Oh, yep, in here, sure enough, the ants are. Okay, so you three get bows, and then you... Oh, we actually don't need to help them. Probably sending some archers over to this side, though, to back up our melee unit. And then where did the other builder go? Did he die? Oh, no, he's over here. Why are you on the holding the line? That's not how that works. Although, the archer right here in the middle might not be doing so well. At least he has the support of the archer towers, and the archer towers do a lot of damage. Although, our troops are starting to look weak, so let's draft up some more so we can quickly replace them. Not that we really expect them to go down, but they're gonna go down. So, you can go replace you can back up you. Oh, they actually heal. Look at that. I genuinely didn't know that. But now it's time for us to go on the offensive. So let's gather up our troops in the middle to see what we're working with. And not that they really understand battle formations, but they have quite a decent balance of swords and archers. I think I would like a few more swords than archers. So we'll make 3 more swords there. And then our workers are doing really good at supplying all of our sand. We're actually almost at the maximum, which is 2,000. But now we have quite the standing army here. Our archer towers should be good to hold us for defense. You know what? Let's actually build one more archer tower after we move this army. So you go right down here in front, and then we can send pretty much all of our army to go and find the anthills, because the archer towers are going to be really good for home defense, and we actually found ants. That's a good sign. Video games 101. You want to progress? Go where the enemies are. And we are just clearing out so many of them at once. This anthill is gonna go down super fast. And we actually have some ants attacking from another side too. So there might be another one close by actually. But we should also probably support our archers because we just lost one. Casualties in the field. Oh no, another one. Bring them back. And let's actually just cap out the population. So let's see, we lost sword and archer. So we'll just do a setup like this. 2-to-1 for the archers to the bows. Oh, and they just moved forward and found the anthill. Amazing. Now, please don't let your friend die. There we go. And now we need to destroy one more. We haven't really explored this side of the map yet, so maybe there's something kind of up here. Just gotta march through the fog of war. And then I guess we actually did lose 2 of them, so we'll bring 2 back. And then where? There's the ants. It's like the ants movie, but instead of termites, it's sand people. Actually, there's a lot of them. We might be a little over our heads here because we do a lot of damage to the ants, but they also do a lot of damage to us. And the best priority, I think, is just eliminating them one at a time, but we are also losing like all of our troops here. We might need to retreat. Fall back to the archer towers. Bring in a lot of tools. Okay, it looks like the ants actually didn't pursue us anymore, so that's good news. Also, where is our other worker? Did he get lost? Oh no, he's just hiding behind the tower there. But it's also nighttime again, so it's a good thing that we pulled them back. Because the ants are here again, and our troops are trying to attack them without weapons. Who gave them that idea? But thankfully, because of the archer towers, they survived. But now, let's see what we actually have in the inventory. Okay, so we have another sword. We could probably use some more bows, and definitely more swords. And there the unarmed troops go again. They are really eager to defend their home. Whoa, especially because the workers are in danger. Oh no, and we lost one. Why the ants gotta be so rude? Now we gotta replace him and make another pickaxe. And then probably build an archer tower up here if that's gonna be an issue. Because at least the ants can't get close over here. Are they actually retreating? They're retreating. But they also killed this guy that was chasing them down. Which also these guys chased pretty far for one of them. Wow. Not really sure what the distribution is of swords and bows anymore, but at least our workers should stay safe. All right, so let's get back over here to where that anthill was. And we can actually see 2 of them. No wonder there were so many ants. So let's flank around this one to the right, or to the south rather. Right, south, same thing. And then we go ahead and take them out one anthill at a time, instead of being surrounded like we were, which is working a whole lot better. These ants stand no chance. Do a little dance. And there's also a shell here. We might be able to use that in the future, since it's very noticeable in the terrain. And thankfully our archers are taking care of the ants, so we actually took out more anthills than we needed to. And sure enough, our next thing is to gather shells. So the one worker that's over here should be good enough to get the sand that we need, so we can send another one here to go and collect shells. There's a resource cap of 1,000 shells, and we use them to make high-tier equipment and buildings. Very nice, but we also gotta protect them. So let's have some troops stay back here, and then some stay back here for now, because I really don't know what's gonna happen otherwise. I would certainly like to build like a line of archer towers out here, but we really can't do that. What we can do though is build some walls that might help with the defense. So let's get one wall. Whoa, okay, that builds at a funky angle. In that case, let's get you going like that. That looks better. And then we can build another one out like this. Let's have a little gate area. This is probably using a lot of sand, but we should be able to do this just fine. Oh, unless it actually builds a gate in the middle. I guess it does. In that case, can we cancel this? We can tell him to demolish things, so demolish that. Did it just demolish one section? Okay, now it's breaking down the walls after he already built it. Sorry, we're redoing this. Oh, but it's also nighttime. Gotta bring everybody back. Everybody come back. Build the wall later. Or tear down the wall. Whatever you were doing, Mr. Gorbachev. Which I'm guessing the build time on the walls is related to how big it is. But it's also nice that the ants are going around the blueprint instead of just clipping through it. But that also means that they can just move around it. And I don't like that idea. So can we start this wall out here? Okay, we can, to go out like that. That should work. It'll still create a little choke point here, which I prefer. And they sure enough can just waltz through the middle here and start attacking not even the buildings, just the sand people directly. And we do have an advanced force that can go out and pursue the ants, which is good. But also our troops go around the walls instead of through the gates. Not really sure that's supposed to work like that, but let's tell this other worker to demolish this one so we can just reset this whole thing. And I don't know if he's actually demolishing it. So let's send a troop to scout out ahead. And I guess since you don't want to build a wall, you can go ahead and collect shells after you drop off what you had, or just start there. Okay, now he uses the gate. And the rest of you, I don't know what you're doing. Just stand outside and look pretty. Smile and wave, boys, as we recap our population with maybe another worker to go and collect the shells. So that could be your job. workers and soldiers. This is ants. And then the other two can go ahead and get a sword and a bow, because that's what we had left over. So I think we have a pretty good balance of troops right now, and workers that can do things. Because it also looks like their carrying capacity for the shells is only 50. Whereas the sand, it's a lot more. And we just have a monument to our sins here with this wall that doesn't get built. But now we have enough that we can build an outpost. Ooh, that can expand our influence. Good. That let us expand further. All right, so you kept out the shells, so that could be your job. Outpost, outpost. Where's the outpost? Do we have to unlock the outpost? Yeah, sure enough we do. Oh, and I also didn't realize how many skill points we had. So we can actually unlock armor for our troops, which then gives us the outpost. And then we have enough to buy one more thing. Ooh, a medic hat. I like this idea. So let's... Okay, so the light armor uses seashells. So we can build 8 of these. And it's also about to be nighttime, so everybody retreat, including the workers. And then our fighting force can stay by the gaps in the defense. And then also, we can give as many as we can the armor. Look at that, they're wearing seashells. And it's not even like Little Mermaid, it's just one giant shell. Now, I feel like we definitely have room to build more archer towers, maybe. But I think we also need to work on the medic hats for some of our units. So does that become an armor piece? I feel like it might, in which case our archers would be better equipped to do that because they don't enter combat as much. So that can be you two's job. You both become medics. Aw, sadly they don't get a hat. Okay, but at least you can stay here with the armored garrison, and then you can come over here because these troops are a little bit injured, and they're about to become a whole lot more injured. Oh, whoa, and now they have ranged abilities. Well, that is very not fun. And you are just not in combat at all anymore. Get over with the troops. You need to heal them. Heal allies. Boom. Okay, so that's an active ability that's on a cooldown. Nice. And then you as well. Okay, so it's definitely something to like keep aware of who's the healer because we don't have that. We don't have any visual indicators, which means that we're probably gonna have to click through all of them. Or it is a separate slot, so we could give just all of them the healing hats. But now it is time for us to build an outpost. Also, where did our workers go? Why did he go out into the field again? Okay, but outpost can... Oh, we don't have enough shells anymore because we built armor. Well, back to the mines for you. The seashell mines. And then take some troops with you. So right now we've explored like a quarter of the map pretty much. I wonder if there's going to be like a giant anthill that's like their encampment like we have for our sand bucket. If you build a sandcastle and leave it on the beach, this is what happens. True story. But also, I do think we lost a worker, so we need another one. And we might have to armor him up, just because they like to throw themselves out there in the fight. But realistically, we need to enhance our current troops, especially the frontline ones. So I guess the archers over here that have armor, we could just remove them, since they're not supposed to be near the fight anyways. And then the melee troops can go ahead and get the armor. That works better. Now, I just wish they had better battle knowledge of alignment. Okay, that's a little better. So now we have 150 seashells again. So we can build these anywhere, which is good. That means we can put an outpost right next to the seashell encampment. But also, the troops are in the way, so you back up. Also, that's a giant shadow there. What is over there? It also looks like the shadows are getting longer, so we might be a little bit late to this. At the very least, we can protect our worker with the the ant killers that we have here. And 2 workers will probably make this build faster, so let's definitely get this pounded out so we can also build some archer towers here. There we go. This will be a good level of protection. And then we can also, after this night probably, unlock some glasses so our units can see further. Please just build the towers. There we go. That's way faster. And then if we had a line of outposts, then... Oh, I didn't realize that they started fighting. And they're not even attacking... Where are they going? Why are they attacking the workers? They're non-combatants. Ants out here committing war crimes. Oh, great. And the workers are getting involved in the fight too. There should be a healer over here, right? There might be. But also, the ants are attacking the outpost and attacking it very fast. I don't like this. We're gonna need some archer towers on the north side here. Just surround the thing. But our main encampment should be easy enough to defend. Ooh, and we actually have a population increase. Okay, and it looks like we have our final objective here. Destroy all anthills. And that either means there's 12 total or there's 12 remaining. Either way, I do like our idea of the outposts in a line, or at least kind of intermittently spaced. And sure enough, this does expand the population cap. But let's see. Okay, so we actually didn't gain any skill points that night. So that's too bad, but we can definitely use the outpost population expansion, and the worker can actually bring the resources right to the outpost. Oh, that's awesome. So we might not actually need this, but we'll keep the population expansion anyway, because I really want to see what this guy's capable of. But this also means that we can build more armor for our units. So archers or not, they can all get armor. That's gonna work out nicely. And then I don't know how many don't have armor over here, but now they all do. Now, can our workers also repair buildings? Because I didn't realize how much damage this outpost actually took. Oh, good, they can repair. Which it looks like it slowly depletes resources, but that's okay, we have plenty of them. And there was a second worker over here, right? Yeah, so that can be even more shells collected. We're almost capped out on resources, but we're not capped out on population. Let's change that. However many we can get. What they're gonna hold, I'm not sure. I feel like we're good on our worker population, so let's just make up a whole bunch of weapons and armor. A whole lot of armor. We have how many units here? 3, 6, 9, 11 units. Thankfully, we have the resources to make armor for them all. Everybody gets a shirt. Now I'm thinking, let's see, I kind of wish that we knew offhand how many swords and archers we had. It's also about to be nighttime, so do they target the outposts or they only go for the main encampment? But either way, we need to arm up our troops. Okay, so let's say 7 swords and then 4 archers. So there's 5 that can be swords. And then you bunch can have bows. And then you in the middle, I guess you just wait for 1 more sword. I feel like it's a good idea to have troops over here anyway, even though there is a whole bunch of archer towers. But there's nothing protecting this outpost here. That's a bit of oversight. And sure enough, the ants are coming along the beach. Along the beach, the whole thing's a beach, but they're by the water. And again, going for the workers. So you really need some armor for yourself. Also, we could probably just make up a whole bunch of medic hats too. And then there was a medic over here, so those units can get healed. And then you need to build up all of those, and you probably need to help him. We're good on shells for now. Oh, sure enough, the ants are attacking the outpost. Look at this one. He's dead. And that was actually a very short night. So the other thing is the research points might be attached to the actual anthills being killed. So we definitely need to start going on the offensive. So let's gather up the troops that are back home right here. Oh, and I guess there's someone without a weapon. That's awkward. Get a bow. So we can have a large attack force here that is all armored up. I think we can leave these troops here. A better distinction for the medics would be just to not give them a weapon, but they also just charge into battle anyway. So if they're gonna be fighting all the time, they might as well be better at fighting. Ooh, and there's an anthill over here. So, attack the ants, don't move past them. Bunch of fools. They got sand in their ears. And sure enough, we are losing troops. But that's war for ya. What is it good for? But at least that's an anthill down. Okay, so that's the number remaining. And sure enough, we got more skill points. So we can unlock the glasses here, which will let our units see further. So let's queue up a whole bunch of those because that takes up the hat slot. And they only cost sand. Sand glasses. So let's give this guy some. Whoa. And that greatly expands it. Does that stack? Hold on, let's give another unit this. I feel like it doesn't necessarily stack. Oh, or it might? I don't think it actually does. So only a few units are actually gonna need them. That's helpful. And we should have a good enough supply of troops to keep marching here. Also, where's that medic? Let's take a pause here and find who has the medic hat. Unless he died. I hope he didn't die. He might have died. Well, at least we have some in reserve. And then if we give other troops medic hats, then we can fight the cooldown. So now they're all healed up. Nice. And then we'll just comb the beach 1 row at a time. We'll send them down like this, and then serpentine the other way. Oh, and there's more ants. Okay, let's get some more medics equipped. And I guess as long as they don't have a movement point to go to, then they will fight the nearest thing, which is cool. And I didn't realize that we could actually select them. But here, medic, and then heal right away. Just heal scumming the troops. That's how you win a war. And then we are about to go into nighttime defense, but we should have enough defenses at our home base that they'll be okay. Oh, and there's other water over here. Wow. Oh, and we have ants coming up from the south here. Ambush, slight ambush. Where's the medic? Medic. Oh no, the medic died. That's not what I wanted. You're supposed to heal. How can you heal if you're dead? The rest of the troops are just gonna be like, GG, no heals. Also, there's ants that are stuck in the rock over here. That's very unfortunate for them, but there's also an anthill right down here, so let's send our troops to take care of that. And then our troops at our home base, or at the seashell outpost, can go ahead and take care of those ones in the rock. But now that's another anthill destroyed, and there's actually another sand pit over here. Not that we really need it. And the ants over here also disappeared, so they must have been a part of the invasion force that got stuck. That's very unfortunate. But now we have more skill points, so we can get the heavy trooper. Unlocks a heavy trooper unit, which also has things. Armor for the heavy trooper, and a hammer. Let's give him the hammer first. I feel like he's tanky as is. And it's a good thing that some troops did die so we can recruit them. And they are certainly bigger than the normal troops. Look at them. Let's give them some weapons, which are made of seashells. Also, I guess, oh, they take up more population. They are 2 population apiece. Oh, that's interesting. Well, at least they can get weapons. So even though they're made out of seashells, they look like sand. But they're probably really good against buildings, so we'll send them with the outgoing attack force to get rid of the anthills. It'll just take them a little bit to get there. And then I didn't see how many experience points the anthills give us, but I feel like it's 2, so we would need to destroy 3 more to give our heavy guys armor. Well, at the very least, they'll be okay for now. And I don't know if it's dangerous for our troops to go in the water. Whoa, black ants, hold up. A slower, more durable version of worker ants. Wow, okay. Okay, sure enough, our troops do go around the water instead of through it. Probably a good thing. But now we're finding some tougher units. Hopefully we'll be okay. Oh, and there's the anthill right there. So it's a good thing that we enlisted the help of the bigger troops here. And let's just continue the heal scumming. As soon as we can find who actually has a medicat that isn't on cooldown. There we go. But I feel like we're also being a little late to this. We just lost somebody. At the very least, if we lose more, then wow, there's actually 2 anthills over here. Let's be careful. There's probably a 3rd. And there's also those spitter guys too. A stink ball beetle. Okay, let's take a pause here because we don't have aggro from anywhere else. And then heal. These guys take a lot of healing. And we could... Oh, no, don't go fight him. Okay, I guess we're starting the fight. Well, and he went down. That's your own fault, charging in recklessly like that. And the other big guy went down. These black ants are certainly tougher. We're about to lose our troops. We should retreat. And then we could probably also set up an outpost somewhere over here, though I'm not too sure we actually need to. Either way, we need more troops. So we do... Okay, so the other big guys that we had queued up are spawning. That's good. They both get hammers. But we can also change the rally point to probably over here, since that's where the main attack is now. And our main facility has enough defenses that we can hold our own, especially when the big guys get involved in this. Are they actually fighting him? Come on, bash him. He didn't have a health bar showing up, but now we need to destroy this one because he's just plucking away at the walls. Because he's rude that way. And I think we also need an archer tower just out here, because the ants like to come in over here. Oh, and the stink balls have a lot more range than our archers do. And now it is daytime and they disperse. Oh, get the stink bug. Yes. Okay, did we get more points? We did, but not enough because we're exactly 1 short. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, but now our walls need a whole lot of defense, so we might just need a worker to focus on that. Oh, hold on. You don't rally over there. I know that's what I said, but that's not what you need. You are in charge of repairs, which hopefully he repairs the whole wall at once. I said repair. There. Oh, great. It's a section at a time. Can I just queue up a whole list for you to do? It's also hard to tell what health bar is to which section of the wall, but we got it figured out. And now let's queue up the rest of our army. And then armor for them all, probably healing hats too. We should just give everybody healing hats. I'm not sure the Fog of War goggles are necessarily important. Will he actually build this now? Oh my gosh, he's actually building it. And then we do have enough room for 2 more heavy units, which you should be over here. But now weapons. Big ol' hammers. Might as well have a supply of them because we have all of these inventory slots. And then let's give as many people as we can all of the things as show up because we have the heavy troopers selected. And this whole day has just been spent on preparation. But now all of our troops have armor and they all should have the healing goggles, or maybe we didn't have enough. We can change that. I think our archer towers are gonna be good enough to hold our main fortress. Especially if we put an archer tower over here to hold this side. And then our worker back at base is gonna need to put in a lot of overtime to restore our sand supply. And our worker is going out to fight! Why? Let the towers do that. And then the towers over here should hold against this ant. Perfect. The only problem really is going to be the ranged ants. Or not, they're not even ants, the stink bugs. but everything else should be okay. Maybe we do need like 2 units back at home in case they retaliate like that. And they are very eager to fight going in without weapons. Also, where did our... Oh, we have troops that are going out like that. No, come back. Y'all almost died. Or one of you almost died. I don't want to spend even more time restoring our population here. Okay, but everybody has medic hats, good. Just not everybody has weapons. Just gonna make it easy on myself and make a whole bunch of swords. And then who doesn't have swords? You don't, you don't, whole lot of you don't. So down here, where the black ants are is a little difficult, but I wonder if there's any more red ones to the north of this rock, because that would be enough experience points to unlock the heavy armor for our troops. Or nope, it's just entirely closed off here. That makes it easy. Also, where are you going? You're nowhere near the shell and you're trying to harvest it? Whoa, that's a big anthill there. Is that the... Oh no, that's the stink bug one, isn't it? I feel like it is. But that also means that since we didn't really destroy any anthills here, we have to take care of all of them again. But one at a time is the best way to do this, I think. And as long as we can find who has a healing hat, we can heal scum. And there's enough of them that the cooldown should be refreshed by the time we go through everybody, but it's not exactly perfect. But it is working. Actually, as soon as they get in range of fighting, we can just focus on heal scumming. Especially because that guy almost died. But that's another anthill down, yes! Okay, now let's pull back our troops to here. Maybe tell one of the workers over here who's not too busy to set up an outpost here like that plan I wanted to do. So we can get set up right there as another rally point. And now we can give our heavy troopers heavy armor. Nice. So make up a whole bunch of that. Use all the shells. And now you get armor, which, oh, it's a bottle cap. Very fancy. And I guess we need a bit more heals coming for this one dude in particular. And then we do as we do, which is place a whole bunch of archer towers around this encampment, because this is going to be another fun little one that the ants want to invade. And now we have a unit population of 30 for the maximum. So now that our heavy troopers are armored, I feel like it is more beneficial to have more of them. And then we can also set the new rally point to be down here. Oh, great, but ants are on the way, so our heavy troopers are gonna have a little bit of a hard time. Especially because they're slightly out of range of the archer tower for support. Just keep moving. Ignore the stink beetle. Or draw them to the outpost. Although since that is a weird line, we might need another outpost in the middle here, just as like a defense. But I don't think it's entirely necessary. Also, you're supposed to be there. Thankfully, we don't have enough hammers. Fixing that really quick, and more armor. Also, I hope our units aren't getting stuck. Okay, good, they're not. They're just continuing the fight for the bugs that are stuck in the rock. Just ignore them. They're not hurting you, but now we have enough armor for all of our heavy troops. And then, did we lose some troops somewhere? Oh yeah, they got separated. Bring them all back. I definitely feel like I drafted him somewhere I shouldn't. Or he died. Well, then it's a good thing that that little spot is a rally post. Might as well give him a huge fog of war bonus as well. And then build this tower. The rest of you, move out. We still have 6 anthills to go through. And I do want to maybe go along the edge of the wall here. Oh, the ant doesn't see us. And by the edge of the wall, I mean the edge of the world. Just have to hold out for the heavy troops, and then we can move north. Just want to make sure there isn't any more surprises. So we'll set them up here, and then they can just go to town wherever. While we focus on heel scumming. And they already destroyed the anthill. I think the head guys focus on the buildings. That's amazing. But now the stink bugs are in range, so it's time to focus on them in particular. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like their damage is too crazy, but also we're about to lose some of our heavy troops if we didn't already. So destroy the anthill. And that was very fast. We got rid of everything over here. Nice. Unless there's something more to the north here, but I feel like it's just more rock. And I can't really zoom out because of funny camera things with the edge of the world. So sure enough, the rock just does close off over here. And the edge of the world is creating a shadow, so that's terrifying. But now we have cleared out this little corner here. Excellent. So all we have left is 4 anthills on the bottom of the world here, wherever they might be. If that was the hardest part of the fight, then that's gonna be amazing. Now let's take a unit count here. We mostly have archers, so we lost a lot of sword units. So let's replenish all of them. I don't think we lost any giants, but I also wasn't entirely keeping track. And it might be better to have a second blacksmith so one can make weapons and one can make armor. And I definitely didn't mean to queue up all those swords again. We need to protect our troops, especially because this one almost died. Can they get a hat? Oh, they can get a hat. Heal each other. And maybe just retreat to the outpost for now. And then you guys take care of that stink bug. We're about to lose a giant, which is very annoying because those guys are expensive and slow. They're also outside of the healing aura of some of the healers here, so that's even more annoying. Just go back to the outpost, guys. And you guys don't even have armor. Not yet, but now you have weapons. And hats. I mean, you don't have enough armor. Okay, secondary blacksmith definitely needs to happen. And more armor absolutely needs to happen. So let's see, do we have any troops that have goggles or could use them? Can the big guys? Oh, the big guys can equip hats. Oh, that's amazing. So you can have the goggles that help you see better. I'm not sure folks made out of sand get optical insurance. Not even sure how they have functioning eyes. But oh, we actually found the edge of the world here. Even more water. That does make us searching for the ants easier. Although that is also very trippy to watch the shoreline there. Do you see that? That is so weird. But whoop. And then it just, oh, this is a straight up hill here that I was looking through. That explains it. I was wondering why it looked different on the map. But if that's also the southern border of the world, then that makes it easier to find them as well. But we also gotta move just a little bit at a time. But ooh, this looks like a big deposit of shells, but we also found more black ants and red ants. So I should probably be focusing on heal scumming instead of watching the fight. We almost lost people, or we already did. Either way, we have enough going on here. We should win this. Very easily, in fact. And also, you don't have a medicat for some reason. So it gets goggles, because I have those, without retreating from this. And those guys should be taking care of the anthill there. Our archers are focusing on protecting themselves here, but we lost that one. So back up this archer here before he dies too. And I really wish the healing thing was just kind of on a hotkey, instead of needing to select individual troops, because trying to find who has the medicat is really difficult when things get crazy like this. But that's another anthill down. We just have 2 left. It is about to be nighttime again, but I think we can go forward and finish the fight. And then should we just focus on the anthill right away? We might be able to. So let's just tell them to meet up here, and then we can focus on healing. But we are also losing troops that actually have healing abilities. It is so hard to find the healing troops, but we took care of the anthill. So I think we just have to have faith that our troops are gonna be okay. There's only 1 anthill left, and it's the red ants. Let's maybe quickly go back, check how things are going here. Ants are invading, but the archer towers are finishing them off, which is good. Just gonna make a few more healing hats. Oh, and they're launching stink beetles at the main camp too. Well, that's not fun. And there's also a random black ant here that didn't die. But let's give our main big guy a hat here. Actually, just give them all hats. They lose a bit of vision, but I don't think they need them anymore. We know where the last anthill is. And they are putting up a heck of a fight. Oh, and they're still attacking the main fortress here for some reason. How are they allowed to do this? Archer towers, what are you doing? Do we need one right next to the main thing? We probably do. Also, can you heal the main camp? Oh, yes you can. We're not out of this, but I feel like our troops are getting a little bit of separation issues. Or the main 2 guys here are gonna finish off the anthill. Yes, they are! They did it! We destroyed all the anthills! And the ants aren't done yet. Get ready for one massive final attack. Say less. All the troops come back home. Probably including the workers too. So it's a good thing that that night just happened, because that means we have more time to prepare ourselves. Do we need another barracks? I don't think we actually do, because the troops are so easy to make. Whoa, 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 rally here. No. You're not going out there anymore. And then let's make maybe 4 more big guys, and the rest can be medium troops. Also, how did you get way out here? What ant were you chasing? But here we go. A whole bunch of swords and bows, and then hammers for the big guys. We probably shouldn't have pulled back the worker that was doing the shells. Did we? Somehow we did. We still need you over there. Get over there. There was the one that was down here somewhere. That was another shell deposit, but I think one will be okay. And then we just have to separate the big guys. New plan. Second barracks, just for the big guys. Purely so we can set a rally point for them somewhere else. And then the rest of you get a weird mix of swords, and actually they all just got swords. Is that gonna be better? I don't think that's gonna be better. Half of you, or maybe 4 of you, need bows. There we go. But all of you certainly need armor, or as much armor as you can get. And then we'll set the other barracks to make a whole bunch of healing hats. Now you guys need armor, and then weapons. Did we make the weapons? Yes, we did. And it's already getting dark again. This is gonna be quite the battle ahead of us, but I think we're equipped for it, especially because of all the archer towers that we have. Although it looks like some buildings actually got damaged. So go and repair. Thankfully, they repair extremely easily. But we're also out of sand. So big guys need to let the little guy through. We could probably just group them all up inside the walls, and then they can go out and fight as they see fit. It's gonna be a little weird to keep track of everything for the sake of healing, but our troops should be able to hold their own. And here they are. And they're also attacking the other outpost too, but I think they're gonna be okay that way. Just need to keep track of who is damaged, and also who has healing hats, and none of them have healing hats because we forgot to equip the healing hats. Heal! Heal with the power of hats! Why is this guy by himself? Oh no, we're losing big guys too. Oh my gosh, that's a giant ant! We need all hands on deck for this one. Is the night not over until that guy's done? Where are our troops? Oh gosh, we need more troops. We need way more troops. Make them all swords and armor. Oh, but the big guy's actually almost halfway dead already. And we did it! We win! Yes! I don't even know if it's because we killed the big one or that we survived the night. It's getting a bit light out, so we probably survived the night, which made the ant retreat into the sea. Are there sea ants? There probably is. There's a whole bunch of weird stuff down there, but we won! And there is a large map too, so that could be exciting with a massive army of little sand people like this. So if you guys are interested in that, then be sure to let me know. Thank you for watching, and sub to Intern. And I would like to thank the channel members, including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, Deviant X, Ancient Elixir, Matthew, Hateful Harold, Peggy Sue, Droopalong, Lily Bites, The Miner Within, DeGarity, Sands, V, Killer Squad, Mousy Mouse Nicholas, Igor Shradi, Mikano Chan, and Liam.